Right, so we are looking at the Algebra 1 June 2019 regions. We are going to start question number 31. Now, I love this question, but that's mostly because I'm a computer science teacher and recursion's a cool thing and I like that it's introduced in Algebra 1. Most people get very confused by this topic. I'm going to do my best to try and show you step by step how it's done. Unfortunately, the calculator is just going to be doing addition, subtraction, multiplication for us in this one. There's no way to cheat this in the calculator that I'm aware of. But if you're able to follow these steps and you understand how it works, it's actually not the craziest thing ever. So we've got this recursive formula. They tell us that A1 is 3. Now this is not a to the power of 1 or a to the power of n. This is a little subtitle. This is saying A1 is 3. And this is the generic one, a of n, an has this formula to it, 2 times a n minus 1, and then plus 1 above. Now, the way this works is if I said, hey, give me a1, a sub 1, well, you can just say, well, I know that's 3 because I looked back at my formula. Now, they want to find a sub 2, a sub 3, and a sub 4. I'm going to go from the bottom up. So I'm going to try a sub 2. So I'm going to say, all right, a sub 2. I'll look at the formula they gave me. We have a1 is 3, but this is not a1, right? This is a2. So then the generic formula is an. Okay, so I've got an, well, I have a of 2. So that's not 1, it's some arbitrary number. So I'll have a of n. Next, I'm going to copy what they gave me. So they gave me 2 parentheses a n minus 1. Well, n in this case is 2. So I'm going to plug in 2 for this. A sub 2. And then the rest of the formula is 2 minus 1, n minus 1 on the bottom here. And then back up here, I have a plus 1. Well, okay, that's great. All we did was plug in, right? Nothing crazy there. We wanted to find a2, so anywhere I had n, I plugged in a 2 in its place. Well, here's where we get to the recursion part. Let's deal with this. 2 minus 1, I know, is really 1. So I'm going to bring down a sub 2 equals 2 parentheses, and 2 minus 1, a of 2 minus 1 is really a 1 plus 1. And this gives us something because, hey, I know that a1, that's really just 3. So I can replace this a1, it's another substitution. I can replace this a1 with a2 equals, let's not make that a z, let's make that an equals. a2 equals 2 parentheses a1, but a1's really just a value of 3 here plus 1. And now we just follow our PEMDAS and do the multiplication and the addition in the parentheses, right? So I'm going to know that a2 is really 2 times 3 plus 1 is 4. And 2 times 4, we found that a2 is 8. So that's one of our answers. And let's see what happens when we go to a3. So I'm going to try a3 over here. Maybe we'll do that in this color. a3 is going to be 2 times a sub n minus 1. So a sub 3 minus 1 plus 1, right? We're just substituting and copying what they gave us here. We want to find a sub 3. So I replace in place of the n, the 3 over here. And in place of the n from the formula, n minus 1, I have a 3 minus 1. Okay, so now, well, 3 minus 1 is really, I'll bring this down, a3 is 2 times a2 plus 1. But we already did the work for a2. a2, we know, is really 8. So we can take this from here and plug it in to be 8. So I'm going to say a3 equals 2 times a2. Again, a2 is 8 plus 1. So now I know that a sub 3 is equal to 2 times 9. So a sub 3 is 18. That's the second part of our question. And now we just got to do the final part. Hopefully I have enough room over here to do it. Let's do this in blue. So now I'm going to try a4, a sub 4, and I'm going to do it a little faster this time, is going to be 2 times a sub 4 minus 1, which I know is a3 plus 1, right? We're just plugging in what the original formula tells us. And I know that a sub 3 is really the 18. We just found it over here. So it's going to be 2 times 18 plus 1, which is a4 should be 2 times 19. And 2 times 19, I'll just pull my calculator up just to be really safe. 2 times 19, we get a sub 4 is 38. Good job for you if that made sense and you followed it. Hopefully that was helpful. Recursion is a difficult question on the algebra regions. A lot of students struggle with this a lot. But if you just kind of calm down and say, hey, all I'm doing is substituting, and substituting again once I know the value of something, well, you just kind of do a couple really simple problems one after the other. Again, hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.